is known for her extravagant cakes and cookies, and she is the author of Eat More Dessert. We should all eat more dessert. I agree with you. And today she is here in our kitchen making her breakfast of champions, the sugar cookies. Welcome baker, blogger, and author Jenny Keller to our home. Hi, Jenny. Thank you for being here.
Having me.
I don't think people have ever been so excited to see this kind of breakfast.
I know.
This is the best way to eat breakfast. When people say, how do you like your eggs? I like to say, I like them in buttercream.
Man, good answer.
As you can see, so does the rest of our family here.
Yes.
We're very excited about breakfast. So take us through some of your incredible creations, because you do make really, like, they're show-stopping cookies.
Thank you.
They're almost too pretty to eat, but we eat them anyway. Yeah.
So we
What's this over
have
here?
avocado toast, which I mean it's a toss-up. Which one's better, avocado toast or buttercream avocado toast? We have buttered toast with little like pats of buttercream on the top, the eggs, and then we also have the donuts that I'm going to show you how to make today.
And the maple bars.
And the maple bars, aren't those adorable?
Cute. All right, so we have basically just creamed our sugar and butter over here.
Yes, yep. So now we're just going to add our egg.
Okay.
And this is a no-fail recipe. You cannot mess this up.
So a little bit of vanilla
A little bit of
extract.
vanilla, yep, and we're gonna just beat that right up.
Okay.
Cream that for a little bit. And then in here we have flour and the baking powder, which we've kind of mixed up a little bit. But the great thing is that you don't even have to sift it. It's just, like I said, no fail. You cannot mess this recipe up.
And I like your style.
Yeah, easy, quick,
earlier,
simple.
She said, do you mind if I just put all the flour in and we cover it? And I said, my kind of girl.
I'm a mom,
Okay, go ahead,
you know?
Exactly. Who has that kind of time?
But we do want to stop the mixer for
okay,
this
so we'll stop
part.
it. There you go.
Just to avoid
Too much flour
a
on
flour
here.
storm here.
Now, I love, Ken, that you said that her sugar cookie, cover it first.
There we go. There we
and then
go.
you want to go?
Yeah.
You got it.
And just
I love
mix
that you said that her sugar cookie is one of the best sugar cookies you've had.
Because often they're dry or they're just no flavor.
Well, before she even got started doing all the beautiful decorating, she was the queen of sugar cookies. And I know your husband encouraged your
He started
love of-
all of this. Isn't
tell
that
us.
funny? When my daughter was about 6 months old, he came home with a cookbook. And he's like, hey, I thought this would be really fun for you and Allie to do together. And I'm like, Dan, Allie's 6 months old. You know, really? But I'm gonna throw her in a
Good
high
about him
chair.
wanting cookies.
Yeah, I think so, right?
Yeah.
That was his plan. And so I just got obsessed with making sugar cookies, kind of how to perfect this really basic recipe that you could make for any reason, any season. I'm gonna cream this a little bit
Yeah,
more.
eventually
Maybe
this all
just
comes
turn this
together.
up.
Let's just turn it up.
Yeah, there you
Whoa!
go. It's more fun.
Well, eventually this all comes together
Yes.
and just looks like a beautiful dough. And I know you take it and you put it in the refrigerator
Yep.
for 10 minutes?
Yep, about 10 minutes, just so it can hold its shape. So if people say like, why don't my cookies hold their shape? It's because they're too soft.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
But if we didn't want to make the cookies immediately, how long could we keep the dough in there?
Okay, these refrigerate for about a week, but they also freeze like a dream.
Oh,
so if you wanted to get ahead for different holidays,
Okay.
Cookie dough. It's the
right?
best.
Isn't it good?
Sugar
Yes,
cookie
I
dough
eat it
is
right out of the freezer.
I know, who doesn't?
I am
It's
proud of
delicious.
it.
And then you just go make your shapes.
Yeah, and like the donut is literally just a circle, and then we're putting a little one in between. And you could even bake these little tiny,
Of course.
tiny guys.
You can make those into
Little donut
pepperoni.
holes.
Literally.
Right?
If you're going to make a
Anything.
pizza.
The circle cutter can be used for just about anything.
And I know your sugar cookies became so popular, thanks to your husband, that people were literally requesting these in the
Yes.
neighborhood, at your child's preschool.
Everywhere.
So she started teaching baking classes at preschool.
For the kids or for the parents?
For the parents. Oh my
It's
goodness.
like, who has a kitchen that's big enough, you know, to house everybody that wants to learn? And so, yeah, they started at the kids' preschool so many years ago. Isn't that sweet?
That's so
And then they grew so big that you had to do them at your bakery.
Yes.
At Jenny
we have a
Bakes.
bakery. Yeah,
That's right.
Yes.
All right, so you
So
pop
we're gonna
those in the
pop
oven
these
for how
in.
long?
7 to 8 minutes, kind of depending on your oven, and then at 375.
Okay.
So test the first batch, and then the magic of TV. Look, they're done.
Already.
Look how cute these are.
And you let them cool before we decorate?
You definitely want to let them cool. We'll
For
just
how long
kinda
would you
stack
say?
'em. I don't know, about 10 minutes.
And I always get confused with sugar cookies. You're not supposed to let them color. Is that right? Like, I always seem like I leave them in too long and they start to
Right.
brown.
I mean, they still taste good. They're just going to be a little more crispy.
Okay.
But this is the perfect, kind of the perfect color.
So
right
here's
here.
where all the fun comes in, and the kids
Yes.
can get involved as well.
Yeah, so we just have a simple round decorating tip. And really the magical thing about the donut is that kind of the messier the better. So I'm just drawing a squiggly line around.
And is this just royal icing? What is this?
No, this is buttercream.
This is buttercream.
Yeah,
Okay.
So it tastes delicious. Oh, and you're just
you.
gonna
Look at
go.
her.
I could watch that all
And
day.
I know. It's very
I'm gonna tell you another little trick. If you haven't done a lot of decorating, if you fill this bag a little bit less,
Okay.
there isn't quite as much icing to push through. So
Oh, that's
any
smart.
new decorators that really want to be successful.
And sorry, how does that help you?
Well, see how my hand is kind of having to squeeze
Really hard.
all of this,
Oh,
but
I
if it was
see.
kind of down here,
I gotcha,
I'm
I
only
gotcha, I
pushing that
gotcha.
much too. Debbie, I'm
Remember
gonna
the time? Let me remind you, Cameron. Remember the time you did it and it all came out of the top?
I don't remember that at all.
Oh yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Don't feel alone because it never fails. Somebody in my cookie workshop does that every time.
Oh, really?
Yes. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. See, cute.
There you go.
Yeah.
You got it.
Just go back and forth.
Yeah,
I
just
like
back
it.
and
You know,
forth.
while you guys are decorating, cool if we take a little tour of your book. I know you said your book, Eat More Dessert.
I love that.
You've got some great other clever creations in there. Let's take a look at a few while Debbie's getting lost in the decoration. Look at this.
Baby shower.
Baby So we've got onesie cookies, little baby bottles, rattles, carriages, and they can be replicated in
really?
really any color.
How about the
John Deere.
Yeah, who doesn't love a
Amazing.
good down
I
on the
know,
farm?
you do such a great job, Jenny. Look
and
at
then a
that.
little ice cream stand.
Yeah, little
ice cream store.
creams. There's cookies on that one. The cake pops are adorable. They're like tiny little ice cream cones. And
You're amazing.
Okay, so we've made our
So nice.
donut.
So are you,
Good
Debbie.
job.
Look
You
at
did
that.
all-
Look at
Debbie.
the donut.
Well, you know, I'm going to also start teaching classes at Alexandria. No one will sign up, but I'll teach the class nonetheless.
Yes. Okay.
So here's our maple bar.
So the maple bar. See that? This one takes.
You have such a steady hand, though. Wow.
What is your favorite cookie to make?
My favorite cookie is a snowflake, which is ironic because it's Winterfest, right? But you can break all the petals off to eat it.
Now, since you are self-taught,
Yes.
have you had any epic fails along the way?
You know, things with like cakes and other desserts. You know, things when you try a new recipe and they just don't. You're just gonna go across and
Just the
make a little squiggle.
Okay.
I'm self-taught, so I trial and error in your kitchen.
Perfect.
That's how it happens.
Well
It looks-
done,
Look at
Deb.
that.
It's broken. Should I fix it or
You
leave
can
it?
you can add a little one.
Just eat it.
That is the best
Yeah.
thing to do. There you go.
Oh, cheers.
I know. Yes. Welcome to the cookie squad.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Super yummy. Full recipe, of course, go to hallmarkchannel.com and you can find more information on
That's
Jenny
good.
at jennycookies.com.